Hey y'all, it's Addy Ford, your host of the Cowgirl Closet podcast, and welcome back to another episode. The Cowgirl Closet podcast is a worldwide ranch production brought to you in part by AB Lino. I want to say a huge thank you to our friends here at AB Lino in downtown Fort Worth who help everyone wear their story. Today, I'm so excited because I get to sit down with Kendi Jean. She is a singer, songwriter, and a mother. So I can't wait for not only me, but you guys to hear a little bit more about her and her story. Kendi, welcome to the Cowgirl Closet podcast. I'm
Thank
so
you so
excited to
much.
have you.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm really excited to get to know a little bit more about you and everything that you do.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah. So you describe yourself as a Motown-born and Cowtown-raised. What does that blend mean to you personally, and how do both cities influence your sound and your style?
Yeah, I was born in Detroit, so that's Motown. My dad was in a band in Detroit. He played the trumpet, and it was very kind of like they had an original band. They toured and did a couple of things. There's no pictures, which
Really?
I wish that he had pictures.
Yeah.
Back then they just didn't take them, I guess. There's no record. I'm like, I want to put your posters on my music room wall.
Yeah.
But yeah, Motown to me is like it's just a sound I kind of grew up listening to or always hearing in the background. It's really soulful, kind of like in the pocket kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then that blends, I guess, with being in Texas, I can't really say that I grew up as like a country fan. I was in the suburbs. I'm not a country girl. We didn't grow up.
Where did you grow up at again?
In North Richland Hills.
Oh. Okay.
Right in the middle of the Metroplex.
Yeah.
Like right between, closer to Fort Worth. So
Yeah.
Fort Worth has definitely been home. So yeah, I like to say I have Motown roots and Cowtown boots.
Yeah, I love that.
Thanks.
So when did music first become part of your identity, and how did your style evolve like alongside of it?
Ooh, good question. I feel like there's not like a defining moment where music felt like an identity. I think it always just was my dad's just like always singing. Like he's one of those people that's always got music going or he's always singing. And then I grew up playing piano. So just music in general just felt like a part of life.
Yeah.
Just like anything else, you know, like, oh, we have breakfast and there's music.
Yeah. So do you still play piano too?
I do. Not as much as I used to. I'm really classically trained.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved practicing. Like I knew that was like something that I enjoyed because nobody ever had to make me practice. You know, they had to make me stop. They're like, could you get off the piano already? We're tired of hearing you.
Yeah.
We don't care about Beethoven. And I mean, at one point they had to move my piano in my room because I just was
just played it all the time.
Yeah.
I'm just not musically like talented. I really wish I was.
Well, I don't know. Like I was just having this conversation with somebody not too long ago, last week. Music talent. I guess there's some savants, but to me, it's like it's learned too. Like you don't have to have a talent in music to learn how to play music. I think sometimes it's just putting the reps in, and I really believe that anybody could learn.
So when did you learn how to play guitar?
So guitar came to me in college. My dad, when I went off to college, I went to Florida State from here, like 7 days or 8 days after I graduated from high school. I went to the summer semester, and he gave me his old guitar. It's an old Con. It's now just like literally there's a crack in the bridge of it.
Yeah.
And I refused to do anything about it because I just wanted the authenticity. But at this point, it's aged so much that everything's just kind of popped off because it's been twisted and like.
But you're never gonna get rid of it.
No. And I may at some point like just get it reset up, and I might fix the bridge. I don't know. I really don't want to.
Yeah.
It's got like such a cool little crack across it, and it stayed. All the pegs stayed in for
You're gonna have to show me
years
a
and years and
picture of
years.
it.
I will. I'll send you a picture. It's so old.
Yeah.
But I took that to college, and just like a hippie chick on the green space of where everybody kind of like congregates in front of the library at Florida State. We just would put a blanket down, and everybody would study, and I would
That's like something you would see off of a movie.
It feels like it sometimes. Yeah.
But that's so cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
So you stepped into the Texas music scene in 2020 with such confidence. Did you already have a signature look, or did that come with finding your place as an artist?
Ooh, my look.
This is a fashion podcast, so.
Yes. The look I think came a little bit later. Honestly, I was more focused on the music, and I was a stay-at-home mom for
Mm-hmm.
10 years. Like I put all music kind of like aside to start a family.
Yeah.
And then I started to pick the guitar up again when my daughter was doing music therapy, and we started singing together. So we started doing these little, what we called rock star jam sessions, and we'd
Yeah.
record them and put them on YouTube, and all of our friends would just like get a kick out of it. Um, so I think really the fashion part of it, or the look really has been developing for maybe the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Like I've enjoyed that aspect of it, or I've put that in as an importance.
Yeah.
And really my first trip to Nashville, I think, really kind of sealed that deal for me.
Right. I just got back from Nashville, and it was so fun, like seeing everyone's like style and all the different artists
Yeah.
and stuff, because everyone's just so different. But I love your
Yeah.
style. You look great.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I've always had kind of a funky style, but yeah, I mean, I was like in black sweatpants and
Yeah.
like being slinging kids around for 10 years. So it did kind of take me, I had to wean myself off of that lifestyle and
Yeah.
then remember that I have a style,
Yeah.
I guess.
So who were the women you looked up to growing up, both musically and like in like the fashion world,
In fashion. Ooh.
or like style wise?
Yeah. I've always kind of trended on like the hippie side of
Yeah.
things. So I think but then my roots in my family were a little more preppy, a little more modest, and
Because North Richland Hills.
I know. And at the country club,
Yeah.
and so I still kind of have that. I love my mom to death, but I still have mom's voice in my head
Mm-hmm.
that's like, oh, you should not be wearing that,
Right.
And she says that sometimes about like artists now, like Shania
Mhm.
Twain and stuff, that are like, they're still boldly wearing,
Yeah. My mom tells me that stuff all the time. She's like, do not wear
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Like, come on, mom.
And times do change, but I also think it's more about just embracing just your own confidence and whatever makes you feel confident. And if that does it for you, then it doesn't have to do it for anyone else. It's
Right.
fine.
Exactly.
So.
I agree 100%. So you said that you do not write music to fit into any one box. How does that
Yeah.
mindset translate into the way you present yourself visually, both on and off stage?
I think it's very congruent. I think that's a good theme for me. I don't feel
Wait,
like anything.
that was a big word.
Yes, congruent. And I think that definitely flows into everything in my life.
Yeah.
Not feeling like anything needs to fit any one box. So with fashion, or with my stylizing for shows on and off stage, it's really kind of a mixed bag. I like to kind of like follow some of the trends, but then I'm like, okay, it's kind of like you want another big word?
Yes, I do want to know that. Yes, I'm learning.
I really like a juxtaposition in fashion. So like,
can you explain what that word means?
it's like a very like a contrast. So like I'll wear something, if I put on like a really fancy dress that most people would be like, this is very proper and nice. I'm
Yeah.
like, let's throw a leather jacket on, or some like combat
Wait, that's so
boots.
me too, though.
Yeah, like
sure.
just make it quirky,
Yeah.
and I like to try to add at least one element in where you're like, oh, that looks
Still
like it
like
doesn't
yourself.
fit, but for some reason it works.
Yeah.
And I think it works because you own it. So it really
For
comes
sure.
from inside.
Yeah. Wow. So Your Eyes Are Lying became a chart-topping single. When that song took off, did it also shift the way you saw yourself as an artist and a performer?
I think it did. It boosted my confidence.
Yeah.
Can I tattle a little?
Absolutely.
There's like background behind the scenes. So on these charts, I'm still feel like I'm fairly new at this. I'm about 5 years into doing this professionally and putting my own music babies out into the world.
Yeah.
And learning how to do the charts. I've met a lot of really cool people, and I've made a lot of great connections in radio. So the program directors are usually who I speak to, because that's who I have to pitch my songs to, and that's who I've built the relationships with. And the week that song went number one, I was kind of neck to neck with another music friend of mine, and I got a little inside scoop that one of the stations, because they run the spin counts, was trying to boost his numbers, and I still won. So I
Actually?
feel like I like earned it. I don't feel like it was fluffed. You know what I
No,
mean?
yeah, that's awesome.
So
Period.
it's really like a proud moment for me,
Yeah.
for sure.
I don't really know how that works, but that is like, that's so cool.
I know it was really kind of just, I mean, just a proud moment, just
Yeah.
a
Made you
definitely
feel
a
really
checking of
good.
the box of
Yeah.
like, oh, I really maybe should be doing this. Like
Yeah.
I'm going to keep going and
Well, you're
see.
amazing. So yeah, you should be doing
Thank
it.
you.
You're right where you need to be, sister. So tell us about your album, Double Sided. How would you describe the look or the aesthetic of each side of the album?
Oh, I love this. So the album was originally supposed to be called Double Sided,
Mm-hmm.
and I switched the name at the very end. So the
Yep.
album that everyone knows that came out is called Smoke and Stardust.
Okay.
So double sided, it's still the same concept.
Mhm.
Double sided was kind of the concept of my two types of writing styles. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like I have my edgy, very rock forward, full band sound, full production. And then
Yeah.
when I picked up a guitar and it was just me learning, I really like finger picking style. I really like learning how to play my instrument. You know, I like that I'm a female that gets up there and knows how to play my guitar. And if I
Yeah.
have to do a solo show, I can do a solo show. But really, what comes out a lot of times is very folky and very roots kind of music. So I
Yeah.
wanted to represent both of those sides of me on one album and not feel like they don't fit together, you know, because
Yeah.
we're not in any kind of box, right?
Yeah.
So it ended up being Smoke and Stardust. So the smoke
Okay.
side is the rock blues, like smoky, fiery side.
Yeah.
And then Stardust is like my hippie chick, head in the clouds, Stardusty singer songwriter.
See, that's just so smart. Like, I would never think of doing something like that.
Thank you.
That's so awesome. It's so
Well,
smart.
Stardust is my favorite album. It's a
Yeah.
Willie Nelson record, and I spin that more than anything at my house. So
Yeah.
it was kind of a nod to my appreciation for that too.
Yeah.
So
Cool. So you call one half of the record, if I'm wrong about this, you can correct me.
no, you're good.
You call one half of your record Kill Bill Country.
Yes.
Yeah. What inspired that creative label?
Man, it's just like bad bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like that female empowerment, like the rock edge is kind of sassy, but just kind of like outlaw
Mm-hmm.
feel. And Kill Bill just like came to me as like a portrayal of that, as like a female who just owns what she's doing
Yeah.
and just slays, you know?
Just slays. I love that word. So you said this album is about duality. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Do you ever feel that same contrast in your fashion choices?
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, I think I mean like preppy hippie or preppy rock star is kind of like I wear a lot of blazers over
I love
things,
blazers.
but
Yeah.
it'll be like something real like jagged edge underneath it. Again, like I said, sometimes I'll wear like a sequin dress and then have like combat boots on, or
Yeah,
you know, my
something
my
bold.
docs, or you know, something that's just rock star
Mhm.
element. I think I really like the difference. I like the feminine flow of things,
Yeah.
and then I like the rough edge of like, but I'm also like a pirate or something.
A pirate? Oh my God.
I don't.
So-
It's kind of, to me, it's like whatever makes you feel like that rock star. Because when
Yeah.
you get on stage, there can be nerves that come up, and like,
Mhm.
especially as a female led band, you know,
Yeah.
you're the front man that's
you're like the
that's
face.
leading everybody on stage, and so it takes confidence to get through that, and I want that to come through to the audience, kind of like, you know, a chef when they put food on a plate, you know,
Yeah.
you eat with your eyes first kind of thing. So I do want to portray an image or kind of like a mood about
Mhm.
what we do, but also just for me personally, I want to feel that confidence to get out there and be the leader and be the performer that I can be.
Yeah.
So
So that actually flows really well into like my next question.
I'm a professional.
Right.
I'm just kidding. I don't know what your next question is.
So the Cowgirl Closet always connects artistry with fashion. How would you
Yeah.
describe your style on stage versus your everyday look?
Oh man.
Is that hard?
It is hard. I think again, it's very polarized. Like
Mhm.
I have a lot now that I perform so much. I do 200 to 220 shows a year. So
Yeah.
most of my wardrobe when I'm buying things now is like,
You're
what
like
am I going to
thinking
wear at
ahead.
this show? What am I going to
Mhm.
wear at this interview? What am I going to wear, you know,
Yeah.
coming up? And I plan ahead for that. So then whenever I have like an art meeting for my daughter at school, I'm like, oh, I don't know what to wear.
Yeah.
Cause it kind of like, this has become more the norm.
Yep.
And to me, it is my personality. It's
Yeah.
like me shedding all of the preconceived notions or the box type of voices in my head and just really being myself
Yeah.
and being able to express myself. And so then I almost don't want to go put on a pair of jeans and a t-shirt, you know?
Because like this is you now.
It feels like me.
Yeah. So
But
did you like ever expect to start dressing this way like as your norm or no?
I don't know. I mean, I've always been real artsy
Mhm.
and quirky. So I think expect was more like what should I do, what's proper, you
Mhm.
know? And so being able now being, you know, a little bit older in life and like being able to shed the what do people think or
Yeah.
and stop really caring about that, it definitely feels right.
Yeah. I'd hope so. So is your stage style something you plan around for the tone of the show? Like say, you know, you're playing here, you're gonna dress a certain way versus if you were playing somewhere else, would you dress a different way?
I
You
don't
think?
think so. I mean, maybe just err on the side of being a little more conservative in certain
Mhm.
venues. You know, if I'm at a private event or something,
Yeah.
then I wouldn't, you know, show as much leg or cleavage or you know,
Right.
like just dress appropriately like anybody
Yeah.
else. But I still like to have a little bit of edge. You know, it's like
Yeah.
I do like the right thing, and then I kind of just like mess it up a little
Right. Wait, I love the way that you just explained that.
bit.
That made so much sense in my head. Hopefully everyone else got that because I did.
Yeah.
That's just the way my brain works.
Yeah.
So how do you use clothing to communicate your mood or message during a performance?
I think, I mean, kind of nodding to what I said before, it's kind of like I'm well aware that when someone walks in a room or they're walking into a show, they get an image. You know, it's like a first impression. It's like if you're
Yeah.
going to a job interview or something.
Yeah.
So I want it to set a mood for sure. And, you know, it's different. I don't feel like I need to stick to one thing or another, but
Mhm.
I feel like there is kind of been a ribbon that flows through what I do, kind of that's developed. So it's
Yeah.
like there's a little edge to it, but it's also like a little flirty, a little sassy. I do a lot of the like bloomer shorts with
Yeah. Those are really in right now.
yeah. And they're really like they're great when you're on stage because like I have really long legs
Mhm.
and I don't like to wear pants. Like I really like
Same. I don't
a
like to
short
wear.
skirt
Yeah.
and
I
I'm
like
not
to
just
show
trying to
my
be a
legs.
hussy. I just you know, you got to work your assets, but
Right.
I like
Flaunt
because
what
I'm
you got.
behind I play my instrument, so when
Mhm.
I'm behind the mic, I can't move around a lot.
Yeah.
So to me the movement to me is I move my legs, I spread them out, I put them in, I kick them. So
Yeah.
it's like it gives some visual contrast to what I'm doing since I can't leave the microphone because I'm
Yeah.
playing and singing at the same time.
Yeah.
I can't like grab the mic and walk around, you know.
Right.
So I just it plays a little bit of a role, but not like to try to please the crowd. It just some of it's just practical, but it's
Yeah.
like what looks cute and fits what we need to do to
Right.
give a great performance and provide a mood,
Yeah.
you know.
So your band, the Velvet Smoke Show, has such a rich and textured vibe. How do you and the band coordinate your looks or create a shared visual, like for when you're
Yes.
performing?
Yes, that's a good question. And it is funny. Like my guys will ask me, like, what are you wearing? It's
Right.
like getting a text from your girlfriends. And a lot
Me
of
and my friends do
times
that every time we do something.
I know it's really funny. And I mean, but they're just really respectful too of like, do we have a dress code for this venue or
Yeah.
something like that? Because they're very professional too. But most
Mhm.
of the time, it's mostly just like black t-shirt or white t-shirt, and then they kind of do their own thing. Everybody's got their own style. It's usually,
Yeah.
you know, I'd say it's easier for guys, but I also like I feel blessed that I'm not one because that I wouldn't just want to be stuck wearing a t-shirt to
Yeah.
every show. I like
Uh-uh.
being able to be
And
found with
girly
fashion.
and
Yeah.
like be able to express yourself in what you're wearing.
Yes.
I'm the
Yeah.
same way. If I have an opportunity to dress up and like show my style, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, my guys kind of have their own kind of look too. You know, they're all, um, I have a few guitar players that'll play with me right now. Pete's been playing with me the most, but he has this, we call him the guitar wizard because he has this really long, bright white curly hair
Yeah.
and like white facial like beard. So he looks like Odin or something like on stage, and he's just like headbanging that white mop, you know?
Yeah.
And then my drummer's just tattoos and from head to toe because he runs a tattoo shop. And
Yeah.
you know, he's got his mohawk, and then Brad is our Aaron Rodgers lookalike. And he's just kind of beefy and does his bass thing. So, you know, they have their own aesthetic,
Yeah.
but you know, they just I think try to compliment, but they're
Yeah.
not super concerned with what they throw on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of men aren't, but
Yeah.
when like you're in a band like that, I feel like you definitely still want to have like that creative freedom. But
Yeah.
it's good that they ask you what you're wearing and stuff.
There's
to coordinate.
sometimes we have gotten into like we did a Western Days festival a couple of years ago, and because we're country, but we're country adjacent, like
Yeah.
we're like not country to some people, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so instead of Wild West, I had one of them like we put these sticker letters on their black t-shirts. So like I'm wearing like bloomers and like a Western like sassy little like I've got the garter on and everything, and then my guitar player's over here, and it says mild, and then my bass player says West, so we're Mild West instead of Wild
And
West.
wait, that's so cute. That's so funny too. That's smart. See, you just always have good ideas. Apparently, I would just never think of something like that.
We literally stuck the letters on like before we went on stage.
That is so funny.
Just stickers.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to see a picture of that too.
It was really funny.
So, who are your biggest fashion inspirations, and how have they influenced your own cowgirl meets soul aesthetic?
Ooh, goodness. I just look at everything. Like I scroll fashion stuff all the time. I wish I could think of her name. I'm so bad with names.
I'm so bad with
Um,
names too. It's okay. Names and faces.
The oh my gosh, you're gonna have to help me. And I'm so embarrassed that I can't think of their names. But the band that does like Pontoon and
Little Big Town.
yes.
I'm so shocked. I just knew
love-
that.
love I love the girls' fashion in there.
Oh, yeah, me
like,
too.
They just kill it.
Yeah, and I love Little Big Town too.
Yes.
Wait, I'm actually so proud of myself that I knew that.
I'm proud of you, Tim. Thank you. You saved
Yeah.
my life.
Of course.
And I'm supposed to know all like I really do feel bad. Like my brain just
My
has
brain
to
just
remember so many
yeah.
things.
and I
And
just can't remember names.
like-
I have to really you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if I'm gonna meet somebody, I'm not gonna remember your name probably. I need to
I know. I remember
say it
faces.
and look at it a couple times.
I remember conversations and like
Yeah.
I live in the moment, and
Yeah.
then when the moment's gone, I'm like, who was that again?
I'm like, wait. So I'm gonna wrap myself out here. I'm
Yeah.
a high school cheer coach, and I still don't know. I know one girl's name on the team. That is it. Is that embarrassing? Like I need to do better.
Names are hard though
Names
because
are
there's
so
a lot
hard.
of them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them, and they're a little. They get stranger. Like I feel like as I've gotten older, they've gotten stranger.
Yeah. Well, really. Well, I like weird names too, though.
Yeah.
Like I have a baby name list in my phone, like every
Yes.
crazy girl in her 20s. And yeah, I have some crazy names in there. But
I love
it's
that.
It's fun.
Do you have a favorite one?
I have a
No.
favorite basic one,
What's your basic?
Blakely.
That's cute. That's
I
not
love that name.
basic. That's
kinda
really
basic,
cute
I
though.
feel
I can
like.
see like you look like you would have a Blakely.
Yeah. Well,
I always
I
had
can't have
Molly.
a Blakely
Molly was
anymore,
always going to
but
be my daughter. Like
I love the name Molly.
it's just so happy and so friendly and
Yeah.
simple. And I was like, that was
My best friend actually just had a baby, and she named her baby Calla.
Calla.
Calla. I think it's so cute.
That's cute,
Isn't it?
Yeah. I know a little
Anyways.
boy named Callahan. Like,
Oh,
so,
yeah. Love that
That's
too.
cute.
I know a guy named Cutter.
Yes.
I think that's a really cool name.
Yeah.
We're getting so off topic. I'm so sorry.
We are.
It's the ADHD in me.
Speaking my language.
Yeah, literally. All right. So you created the Hey Girls series to uplift female songwriters.
Yeah.
How does fashion and presentation play into that sense of empowerment for you and the women who perform?
Fashion with Hey Girls. Honestly, the Hey Girls series was on a Sunday, and in the biz,
Yeah.
we call Sunday Fun Day, and a lot of times
Me too. It's okay.
we do not really get into
Like the fashion scene.
yeah,
of it,
it's kind of like 1 o'clock on a Sunday. It's like we've played shows all weekend. We get up. And so a lot of times, I mean, some of the girls dressed out. I'm trying to think of who did the best. If I could call people out. But a lot of times we were doing it at a lake house. So it was like, in a marina and it was outside. So it was a little more casual. It
Yeah,
wasn't
for
just like
sure.
indoor on stage with lights or anything like
Yeah.
that. So you got to give them a little bit of. But Rachel Stacey was probably the one that dressed like mostly her part.
Yeah.
And she always does a really good job of it being like an outlaw chick.
So tell us a little bit more about like the Hey Girl series, because I don't know much about it.
Yeah, so just a really brief synopsis. Back the Haltom Theater in Haltom City used to do a series that was televised, like back when they did that.
Yeah.
And it was like a live televised series called the Texas Hayride. So when they reopened the theater in 2020, they were trying to kind of bring back that country show. And they asked a couple of us to do like a songwriters series and bring people in. And it ended up, COVID hit, so it all kind of fizzled.
Yeah.
But I was doing the female part, and then a friend of mine was doing the male part. So when we broke away from Haltom Theater, when we were there, it was Hey, Hay, Hey Girls, because it was the Hayride series.
Yeah.
And then I just switched it to like, Hey Girls,
Yeah.
and I continue to do that. I haven't done that this year. It just got really hectic and busy. But it's been one of my most favorite projects to work on in my whole career in doing this professionally. I've met so many like sisters in song, and it's just really good to get that network of support as females. It wasn't really about poo-pooing on people not hiring girls. You know, some of them have that story. I don't personally have that story. I haven't had a problem being a female in this industry, or I don't feel like it's hurt me getting gigs or anything like that. But that's just my personal story. It was really about, most of the time when we walk on a stage or we're in a song circle, we're the minority, being a female. And so it was like, what if we were all girls just getting to do it all together,
That's so fun.
And then it just turns into like giggle fest and coffee talk with guitars and just creating really fun moments and behind the scenes with the songs. And there was lots of laughs and lots of tears. And
oh, I bet.
Yeah.
That's so awesome though, that you did that.
I love that. I love that project so much. And I still will do pop-ups. We did a pop-up for Christmas last year, and we're kind of thinking about doing one for this year. I'm kind of last minute on it, but
you should.
It was really special.
Yeah. So Kendi, we've been talking a lot about your music.
We have.
How about you play us a little something if you don't mind?
I'm excited to play a song.
Awesome.
And you told me to do something, with chicks in mind. So this was my very first single that I put out in Texas.
Okay.
And I still love the lyrics because I was, you grow up listening to, when you pick up a guitar in Texas as a girl, you're learning Miranda, you're learning, the sassy song. So this is kind of my version of that. It's called A Real Good Handful.
Awesome.
Well, there's plenty of girls putting their hair in curls, getting mani-pedis every week. And there's plenty of guys just falling in line to fall around on their leash. Plenty of chicks buying new lipsticks, minding their P's and their Q's. Plenty of men who don't know what they spend on designer bags and shoes. She couldn't be that basic even if she tried. She's not a beauty queen, believe me, mama tried. Oh, she's a real handful, baby, and they all say she's crazy. She can do a 180 faster than NASCAR 14. She's no dainty lady, she'll take a whiskey straightly. But if you're lucky enough to get your hands on her stuff, well, she's a real good handful. Well, if you're lucky enough to get your hands on her stuff, well, she's a real good handful. Yeah. That's verse 1, but little something.
Wait, that's so good. I
Thanks.
feel so cool and special, like my own little private concert.
It's a fun one.
Wait, yeah, I love that.
Thank you.
You said that was
a
new,
real
right?
good handful.
I love it.
Yeah.
Is it released yet?
Yeah. It's out
Okay.
there on Spotify and everywhere you listen to music.
Awesome. Well, yeah, that was
That's
so good.
Kendi Jean's
Thanks.
first baby.
Yeah. Oh, well, I love. That was great. Wait, that was so fun.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're so good.
Thank you.
Yeah. So when did you know that you could sing? Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
did you just always know you could sing, or
I just, like we said before, like singing was just always going on at my house with my dad and me. My brother sings too.
yeah,
So it was just kind of like a part of life. But I did start choir, in middle
Yeah.
school. So I did middle school choir. I did high school choir. I made the Texas All-State Choir in high school.
yeah,
So I didn't get the funny story. I as an all-state winner,
Yeah.
usually you're in like all of the choirs. You're like, okay, you're in the elite choir, you're in the show choir. I did not make the show choir, which was like just kind of unheard of.
yeah.
Because if you make second chair all state in Texas,
Right.
like out of millions of people. But I found out later that the choir director thought I was going to be a behavior problem. So
You're joking.
no, I'm not.
Oh my.
It's all water under the bridge now, and he's actually come to one of my shows and everything.
Oh, well,
but-
that's good.
yeah. But
You're like, huh? Look at me now.
I know. No.
There's a bug over
It's
here.
a very different world. And actually, like being in choir, the funny thing is I had to cut.
Sorry, there's a bug flying around. I'm listening.
You're good. I do the same thing. I've eaten bugs on stage. It's gross.
I've swallowed a bug or two a couple times.
When you're on stage and you're in like a field or you're in the middle of nowhere and
Yeah.
all the lights in the entire town are just the stage lights. And
They're bugs
You're
everywhere.
like,
Ooh, wait,
it's
I
like
would
a
hate that.
bug zapper. And I mean, like I have like
Wait, I would
stepped
hate
on
that.
bugs and like slipped on bugs on stage, and they're just like swarming all over.
So
your
you're
face.
like used to them, like, because I guess if you're playing your guitar and singing, you can't really
you
like
have no hands
stop
to
and-
swat them. No,
Oh, I would hate that.
No, I had a bee
ooh.
on my microphone at one point, and I was just like, I want to scream so bad. I didn't.
Pray for the best, basically.
Yes, yeah.
See, I could not deal with that. Anyways,
I know.
so what have you learned from watching other female artists express themselves through both music and style?
Oh, I think now that I'm doing it professionally or putting my music out there, I see it a lot differently. When
Yeah.
I listened before, it was like everybody else, you're
Mhm.
just like, oh, wow, this speaks to me in this way, or this looks good. But now that I'm having to take the performance quality into like the context of what I do, I watch different things and I hear different things. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's why that sounds good. You don't really think about it when you're just a listener. But all of the little nuance does really matter. And so I think it's kind of cool now to have the different lens to see that through.
Yeah, for
Kind
sure.
of analyze it differently,
Yeah.
I guess.
So, have there been moments where getting dressed for a show or an event felt like an act of confidence or self expression, especially in such a male dominated scene?
Every time
Yeah.
I get ready, I'm like, should I do a get ready with me video?
Wait, yeah, you should.
Like
Girls
but-
love that.
They do, and I love watching them, but I really putting the outfits together is such an enjoyable part of what we do for me.
Yeah.
And I think about it like we're going to the Josies on this coming Sunday, so in 6
Yeah.
days we're up for 6 Josie Awards this year, me and the band.
That's
together.
incredible.
So I'm like, we'll be in Nashville for 4 days. I'm mentally putting together all of
Like
these
your outfits. You're already thinking about it.
And it's red carpet, but
Mhm.
it's music and it's Nashville. So
Yeah.
red carpet there isn't like totally glam. You kind of have to have a little bit of style with it too. It's kind
Yeah.
of like a Grammys,
Yeah.
Like, so you get to have fun with it, which
So, what do you think
like.
you're going to wear?
I got this really
I love that kind of stuff. I'm so
yes.
interested.
I got this really beautiful like metallic blue, almost like mermaid goddess dress. I don't even know
I'm
what to
also
call
going to have
it.
to see a picture of that.
But so really like accessorizing it is my question.
Yeah.
Last year I wore a feathered dress, but I had my white cowgirl hat on.
Mhm.
This year I don't know if I'm going to wear a hat, but I'm really used to having a hat on when I'm on stage,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like a security blanket almost.
Yeah.
But, when we're up for 6 awards, the likelihood of us being up on stage on the Opry stage again is, last year I was just completely shocked. And
Right.
I didn't have a speech prepared and I had to give one. And so.
Oh, my heart would have dropped. Oh, gosh.
So this year I'm going to go a little bit more prepared.
Yeah.
And I'm just manifesting some hardware to bring home to Texas.
No, hey, and I'll say a prayer too.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But part of that confidence is looking good when you walk down that
For
carpet
sure.
and the pictures. So.
100%.
Yeah. My daughter gets to go with me this year and she's wearing her prom dress.
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet she's so excited. Huh?
And it's very mermaidy too. It's like baby blue, but it has little tiny seashell gems on it.
Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, I bet she's so excited.
She's very excited.
Has she been to Nashville before? No,
it's
ever?
her first time, yes.
Is it the 19?
Yes, she's 19.
Oh, she's going to love it.
Yes.
She's so going to love it. Anyways, reeling it back in, Addy. So when you think about your role as a woman in Texas music, how do you hope your style and voice inspire others?
Oh, I think just the confidence, really. It's like, I never thought that people were looking at what I was wearing. I really am just wearing it to feel like my best self or put the mood out there for our music that I feel like fits or, and that's me, our music is really me finding my own persona through my craft. And, but
my craft, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah. But I've had a lot of people remark or ask me about that, or I've had girls, like, where'd you get this? Where'd you get that? And then I've had another.
That's always a compliment to me.
It
I'm
is. Like, oh, well, they were like, I'm going to try to mimic. Don't creep out, but I'm going to try to look exactly like you. And I'm like, okay, go for it. But really what I would say to people is, I hope I'm inspiring confidence, like in just being bold and not afraid to be yourself. So really the authenticity, it's like we were talking about earlier, you can take a normal outfit and then you can give it some funky elements, make it you. But really what makes that work is you owning it from the inside out and being confident. So if you're putting on somebody else's outfit, just make sure that you're hitting that box of
like
making
keeping
you
it
feel confident.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The authenticity I think is important.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. But that's also just like such the fun thing about fashion and style is there's no rules.
Yeah.
You can really do whatever you want. So yeah, it's awesome. Okay, so you juggle being a mom, a performer, and a songwriter.
Yeah.
How has your style changed through those seasons of your life?
Oh, there's no real fashion in momming, honestly. Like it's just survival. You really look like you've been on Survivor. Like there's like, I don't know, like sweet potatoes across your face and like poop smear somewhere. I don't know.
That one gave you the chills.
It's like you don't have time really whenever you have little ones.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's okay. There's a season for that. And the important part is the babies at that time. And it's like all of the happy moments come from that, you know? But fashion, I think even at the PTA meetings, I'm not just your typical like mom wear.
Yeah.
I always have been a little edgier.
Like edgier. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a big Free People fan.
I like Free People.
That sort of style. Like you're kind of bohemian.
I love your style. Seriously.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you said you were a stay-at-home mom for 10 years? Is that what you said?
Yeah. I mean, really, before I started music, it was a solid 10 years that I didn't really do anything musically.
Yeah. So was it kind of like difficult to kind of, I guess, change like your mind and like how you thought you were going to dress like now? Like kind of getting back into the music scene and stuff.
It was
you were
fun,
like,
honestly.
Okay.
It was like refreshing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think mostly I was just excited to get back to being me and finding me again, like as a woman.
Yeah.
Like because I started a family in my 20s. I think it was 26 when I had my daughter, and then
that's a good age.
Yeah. And then when I hit 40, I was like,
wait, can I ask how old you are?
I'm 46.
Really?
Yeah.
You do not look 46.
Thank you.
You look younger.
I act younger and I dress younger.
I love it. That could be it too. I love it.
But this is
me.
just me, like I don't feel like, again, there's no boxes or rules for what you dress, but when you mature, this is such a terrible word. I should not have said that word. It sounds terrible.
Mature?
mature. Yeah.
Well, okay, let's have another big word. Let's see what you got.
Just whenever you age, you know, you
Yeah.
go through these, I guess there's just decades, and you're like,
Mhm.
when you're 20s, your 30s, your 40s. And
Yeah.
like, I'm like on this side of my 40s. And
Mhm.
like, when you're younger, you think of your parents and you're like, well, when I'm in my 40s, I'll dress like a mom.
Yeah.
And I think that
You're
I
just
just,
like, nope.
that never really happened for me. I think that was all kind of just like, yeah, I don't really
It's
wanna
probably
do
not going to
that.
happen for me either.
And I just don't think like, I don't know if it's my body type or what. Like I've just never felt like regular jeans and a t-shirt just look, they're not
Yeah.
flattering on me.
Yeah.
Some people look great in them.
Yeah, I mean, like we were
I can't
talking
do
about
that.
it. Like we know it looks good on us. We like to wear
Yeah.
short dresses and show
Yeah.
our legs. So I get it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have mentioned that music is therapy for you.
Yeah.
Do you see fashion as a form of therapy or storytelling as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I do
Yeah.
too, for sure.
Absolutely. It's a huge part of, like, bigger than I thought it would be, a
Mhm.
huge part of what I do
Yeah.
in music, because it really does it creates almost like, I hate to say a character because it really is me,
Mhm.
but it helps me show the world who I am without having to explain it.
Yeah, I was literally about to say that. Like you can
Yeah.
kind of look at you and tell what you do.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
And you can get your vibe, you know, what
Yeah.
you sing, all that stuff just from what you're wearing. And I think
Just
that's so
first
cool. I love it.
impression. Yeah.
Okay. Anyways. So when you're off the stage, what does comfort look like for you? And do you still find ways to keep that artistic flair in your everyday outfits?
I do. I like slouchy tees, like
Mhm.
fitted, like a shirt that's my size.
I don't
I'm curvy.
own
I'm
one.
like John Legend said, I love my curves and my edges.
Uh-huh.
And so like, but having, you know, a larger upper body is
Yeah.
like, t-shirts just do not do it for me. But I like a slouchy tee. I like usually like a skirt is really comfy for me. Like I like the skirt look, but
Mhm.
you know, I'm
Yeah.
still running around and doing stuff. So I'll usually wear a tee that's just got a little peekaboo skirt under it or
Yeah.
something like that. And I guess
Wait, that's really in right now too, actually. That's super
Yeah.
cute. A bunch of people are doing that. I need to do it.
But at home when I'm working, I have some really dorky like glasses that are really
Yeah.
funky and thick, and those kind of like make me feel a little bit edgy and fun when
Yeah.
I'm just by myself.
Cute. Yeah. Whenever I don't have anything to do, I usually like don't brush my hair and I'm in a huge t-shirt.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
my comfy.
Yeah. I feel
All right.
that.
So if you could tell your younger self one thing about style, confidence, or music, what would it be?
Authenticity. Just be you and don't worry about the voices in your head that other people have put in there.
Yeah. All right. So finally, we always ask our guests this question on the Cowgirl Closet podcast.
Okay.
What does being a cowgirl mean to you in music, in fashion, and in life?
I think to me, just being a Texas artist and not being a cowgirl
Yeah.
per se, you know, you're talking about all hat and no cattle kind of, that's
Yeah.
me. You know, I didn't grow up on a farm. I
Yeah.
mean, whenever I was an adult and I had kids, we had chickens and I had a garden and things like that. But that's as close as I've gotten to like
Right.
really being a cowboy or a cowgirl
Mhm.
in the true state of it. But to me, I think being a cowgirl is just embracing like no holds barred, just being aggressively you
Yeah.
and just handling shit. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like metaphorically, but you know,
Mhm.
like cowgirls handle real shit. We handle all the other metaphorical shit.
Yeah.
And to me, it's just like doing it, you know, like doing it with
Yeah.
confidence and doing it well and just owning it and then just being proud of yourself.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah. Well, Kendi, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
For being such a great guest on the Cowgirl Closet podcast. I
Yes,
enjoyed
it
getting to
was so
talk to you
fun.
and
Yeah.
getting my little private concert. That was awesome. Lastly, where can people who are watching find you?
So it's Kendi with an I on the end, Jean
Yep.
music. And that's
Is that
everywhere.
on
Kendi Jean
Instagram?
music
Everything?
on Instagram, Facebook.com for the website, all of that.
Awesome. Well,
So,
perfect. Well, again,
yeah.
thank you so much. And yeah, I just really
Thank
enjoyed getting to know you.
I know this was so much fun.
Yeah. Kendi, thank you so much again for being an amazing co-host on the Cowgirl Closet podcast. Thank you for playing me a little music. That was awesome. That was so fun. And yeah, I just really love getting to talk and sit down with women every single week who love inspiring other women. That's a wrap on this week's episode of the Cowgirl Closet podcast. We are a worldwide branch production. We could not have done this episode without our friends here at AB Lino, who let us film in their beautiful custom clothing boutique in downtown Fort Worth. AB Lino, helping everyone wear their story. Until next time, I'm your host, Addy Ford, and I will see you where the ranch meets the runway.